You know what absolutely burns me up? When women apologize simply for existing. I'm so serious. You take a breath. I'm so sorry. You take up a millimeter of space. I'm so sorry. And I need you to hear me when I say this. Stop apologizing when you did nothing wrong. So, there's something that a lot of people don't know about me. I grew up in a household where I'm sorry was not a casual phrase. I was raised by strong, confident, and slightly intimidating parents. So casual I'm sorries were not in our vocabulary. And because of that, I grew up never saying it unless I truly meant every single word. And because of that, I can so clearly see when a woman is apologizing when the apology doesn't even belong to her to begin with. I've spent my whole life watching women apologize their power away. At work, with friends, with family, even when I was waitressing, people would apologize for asking a simple question, and every single time I would tell them without hesitation, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. You're allowed to ask for what you need. And every single time, their nervous system would shift because they would relax. Because here's the thing, deep down, women aren't apologizing because we think we did something wrong. We're apologizing because we're afraid of being too much. And this chronic apology reflex, it comes from a lot of different places. It can come from being raised to be agreeable, not wanting to cause conflict, not wanting to upset somebody, lack of good communication skills being shown to you, trauma responses that taught you to stay small, and my personal favorite one, apologizing when you really have a need that's not being met. We apologize when our nervous system tells us that our presence isn't allowed, not because we did something wrong. And I want to be very clear about this next part. Over apologizing is not harmless. It costs you your confidence, your clarity, your presence, respect from yourself and others, and ultimately your voice. I have watched so many women who were right become confused simply because someone else was more confident than they were. And listen, being confident doesn't mean being the loudest. It simply means not shrinking for others. So let's talk about some replacements, because saying nothing is not the answer either. Here's some grounded alternatives to saying I'm sorry. Instead of saying I'm sorry I'm late, you say thank you for your patience. Instead of saying I'm sorry I have a question, instead say hey, I need some more clarity on this. Instead of I'm sorry I need help, you can say hey, this is where I need support. When someone invites you to go do something and it doesn't work for your schedule, instead of apologizing, saying I would love to go, this date doesn't work for me, here are a few that do. It's really getting down to not apologizing when you don't mean it. Don't take the meaning out of those words just to make it a cushion. So for the next 24 hours, I want to challenge you. We are not saying I'm sorry unless we genuinely meant to cause harm. We're going to ask ourselves these three things. Did I actually do something wrong? Or am I just shrinking myself here? What do I really mean to say instead? You will be shocked at how much power comes back to you when you start doing this. And if no one's told you this, let me be the first. You don't owe anyone an apology for taking up space. You don't owe anyone an apology for having needs. You don't owe anyone an apology for simply existing. So if you're ready to reclaim your presence, your confidence, your voice, that's exactly the work I do inside the Wild Lotus Path. So if you're done shrinking, you're in the right spot.